So it's exactly 7 o'clock. Oh, more emoticons. Do keep them coming. And just a message from Kieran saying he just watched the beautiful live video by actor Newham and it's very powerful. So yes, do check out that and the rest of the festival recordings, of which tonight will be one of them by tomorrow. But it's 7 o'clock, so I'm going to start officially. My name is Ju Gosling and I'm the artistic director of Together 2012. I'm a white woman with pale olive skin and green eyes behind black plastic glasses. I'm wearing a blue satin shirt patterned with red roses and a red Christmas trilby that always comes out for the last Together event of the year. I'd like to welcome you all this evening to the last event in our 11th and last Together Disability History Month Festival. But don't panic, we aren't going anywhere. Instead, we're moving to a programme of at least 10 events spread through the year from the next financial year onwards, and I hope to see you all there. But now, without further ado, I'm going to hand over to our compere tonight, our very own Robin Surgeoner, also known as Angry Fish. Robin co-hosted 140 episodes of our live stream Together Unlocked, which went out 3 times a week during the lockdowns, and then did another 8 months of our weekly live stream, Something for the Weekend. So I'm very glad to welcome him back tonight. If you want to pop the spotlight on Robin, Emily. And we'll be reintroducing live streams in conjunction with our new events programme next year. So look out for those. But welcome, Robin. I'm going to switch off and enjoy the rest of the evening like everybody else.
Well, evening, everybody. That's good. Start with the croaky throat. It's great to be back. I can't believe we did that many shows. Someone asked me the other day if I'd got any experience of television, and I suddenly remembered all of those shows we did. Welcome to the festival party. I am Robin Surgeoner, as Ju said, also known as Angry Fish. I will give you a very brief description of myself. Even though I'm indoors, I am wearing a green beanie hat because it's pretty cold up here in the Midlands and in my studio. I have pale skin and dark rimmed glasses. I am sat in my wheelchair holding a guitar and I'm wearing a long sleeved thermal underneath a kind of purpley sweatshirt, t-shirt, and when I take it off you'll be able to see the name of an artist, Orla Gartland, who I was lucky enough to see not very long ago, and she was a fantastic artist. So it's been another amazing year all round. So many things, so many different things going on. But we wanted to end the party with a bang, or the year with a party and a bang. So we have 4 artists playing this evening. First of all will be Joanne Cox. You will then get some of me. You'll then get Penny Pepper. And to close, certainly the musical performance side of the evening is a new artist to Together, but someone who is a fantastic guitarist and singer, and hopefully he will still be awake because they had their 3rd child only 4 days ago, or 5. So Sam, if I have to wake you up, don't worry. Okay, so. I think what we'll do, we will just go straight over to Joanne Cox, who will be playing some very beautiful ethereal cello-based music. So, over to you, Jo.
Lovely to be here with everybody, and massive thank you to Ju and Together. Congratulations to Sam, and thank you, Robin. And I am a white woman I'm about 50 years old, and I've got shoulder length brown hair, wearing a black top with short sleeves, a short black skirt. I've got purple tights, a purple cello, and I've got some lights behind me that change in colour. They don't flash, but sometimes they do change the colour quite quickly. But it's smooth and quick. So yeah, recently I've been experiencing some peaceful times, some deep times, and also being very, very disrupted by that horrible brown envelope at exactly the wrong sort of time. Not that there's ever a good time, but I've had that through the door recently, and it's a big disruption. So this is just my reaction to going from peace and love to the brown envelope. But it could be any sort of disruption that means anything to you. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Well, Joe, that was absolutely wonderful. And if you're able to see the comments in your phone, everyone has been absolutely blown away by the sound, the way the work goes together, and just quite, people are saying it's captivating, and really showed that mood. I could feel that brown paper moment, which is really, really good. How did it feel for you?
It was wonderful, yeah, because I could relive moments of magic with my mum, who I've just lost, and thinking about my dog as well. He's not very well, and he's 14, so I can feel them at the same time, and it's nice to change the disruption into something positive. I'll just be 1 second. Oh, sorry. So Here he is. My little angel. Yeah. So I was thinking about him as well sometimes when I was playing. This is my little dog Chutney. He's brown and white, and he's a little spaniel, and he's very, very soft and cute, and 14 years old. So yeah, big
cuddly.
paw from him. He's just waving his paw now. I put him down.
All right, well, let's thank Jo for performing this evening. We do know that she can't stay for the whole thing, but hopefully you'll get to hear a little bit more before you've got to go. Have a great Christmas, and thanks again, and we'll look forward to seeing you live on Zoom in the very near future, I'm sure.
Thank you very much, Robin. And thank you everyone for listening. It's really, really lovely. And thank you, Ju, and together. And yeah, have a great rest of the celebration. It's going to be great. And yeah, Penny and Sam and Robin are all going to be great. Bye.
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 Okay, well, it's over to me now. I get to introduce myself. So, host Robin Surgener, guitar player, slightly out of tune singer, Angry Fish. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple of songs, maybe 3, if I keep my eye on the time. Hopefully you can hear me okay, and as well as you could hear Jo. So I'm going to start with a song called Institution Express. This was written, golly, probably 20 plus years ago. It was one of the first songs that I wrote as part of a workshop back in Coventry in 1999 or year 2000. So enjoy. I'm on the railroad to freedom, 100 miles from everywhere. Conductor said next stop equality, but first you must pay the fare. They accept all types of credit, choices, rights and dignity, which means I have no way of paying, which makes this train hypocrisy. A voice announces on the tannoy, this train has been hijacked. Your social worker's smiling at you from the wrong side of a one-way track. What is the price of freedom? Does anybody out there know? Get rid of rules and regulations to make decisions on our own. Tear up the tracks that dictate where you're going. We're in charge from now on. It don't matter how difficult the journey, so long as it leads to freedom. Tear up the tracks that dictate where we're going. We're in charge from now on. It don't matter how difficult the journey, so long as it leads to freedom. Okay, so that was song number 1. That was Institution Express. Not all of my songs are rights. I do write some love songs. Tracy Surgener has joined us and we have a couple of special songs, but I've been banned from singing them live. So I'm now going to do a song called Reward, and this is all about sharing, okay? It's all about working together. Don't take a big man to realise that each and every one of us needs a little help in our lives. Some of us among us who need a little bit more, and we shouldn't have to sell our souls to get our feet outside our doors. When Bob and Debs and Joe, Francis and Eustace, fed up of being put down, things begin to fall into place. 'Cause finding independence don't mean doing it on your own. 'Cause we all need partners, it don't help to be a smart ass when all your mates have gone. So recognise that it's not a sign of weakness to share the load. The sum of the parts all doing it together is greater than the whole. We've gotta strike out, we've gotta strike strong, we've gotta strive to move things forward. If we all work together for a better forever, don't you know, don't you know, don't you know? It'll be our reward. We can talk about inclusion, but not to the exclusion of the instigation of some action that leads to reaction. The people of the masses, irrespective of the classes, come together as a nation to defy. The people of the masses, irrespective of the classes, come together as a nation to defy discrimination. People of the masses, irrespective of the classes, come together, nation to defy discrimination. So recognise that it's not a sign of weakness to share the load. The sum of the parts all doing it together are greater than the whole. You've gotta strike out, you've gotta strike strong, you've gotta strive to move things forward. If we all work together, forever it'll be our reward. We've got to work together. It'll lead to our reward. Okay. Ooh, I think I forgot to take a breath at some point in that song. I'm going to do one more, and then I'll give the airwaves back to everybody else. You all right there, Chris? Just you know, I don't know. Okay, going to do a little song. This one is called "Kick a Bully." Hopefully the irony is in the title, but don't actually do it because we won't condone such actions. fuels your fire with Molotov. Cocktail parties don't impress. Lambs are lions in fancy dress. Wondered why the riot spread. No excuse if you got no bread, nor got no prospects, got no art, got no moral, got no start. The economy has dipped again. Triple dunked on all your friends. Yet ministers, or in fact ex-ministers, in the jungle play TV games and lunch with stars, and every party's supposed to hold his or her head high. Watch and wait, anticipate for the day your life stops drifting by. Shoot up, smack down, real life grand theft autobahn. Strike back, fight or flight, self-defense, search your rights. Fuck the trains, grab your friends, things of faith and make amends. Go on, kick a bully, press rewind, free your spirits and free your mind. Blame game has no name, perverting justice with no shame. Shallow-minded politician, postcode lottery, elf conditions. Joe Public, disenchanted, jobless squaddies reprimanding anarchists. Genuflection, broken back, stagnant reflection. Paralympic legendary, hijack, whip crack legacy. Bankers, flankers, upper class gangsters, feeding frenzy, what a bunch of pranksters. Paralympic legendary, hijack, whip crack legacy. Bankers, flankers, upper class gangsters, feeding frenzy, what a bunch of pranksters. Every party's supposed to hold his or her head high. Watch and wait, anticipate for the day your life stops drifting by. Shoot up, smack down, real life grand theft autobahn. Strike back, fight or flight, self-defense, search your right. Cut the trains, grab your friends, drink some faith and make amends. Go on, kick a bully, press rewind, free your spirit and free your mind. Go on, shoot up, smack down, real life grand theft autobahn. Strike back, fight or flight, self-defense, search your right. Fuck the trains and grab your friends, drink some faith and make amends. Kick a bully, press rewind, find your spirit and free your mind. Wow, thank you, me. Oh well, there's got to be certain perks to being the compere of the show. I will take my guitar off in a moment and dare never touch it again for the next half an hour. So, hope you are all enjoying yourself there. Thank you for those comments from my songwriting there. Lovely to hear that you're getting the messages as well. So, as I was saying at the beginning, we have another artist coming up now. This is the, I think, indomitable and perhaps indefatigable Penny Pepper, who never ceases to amaze us with her output, her productivity and her creativity, and indeed her immense collection of head adornments. Penny, if you are unmuted, so I would like to hand over to yourself. Anything else you'd like to say? And of course, do describe that lovely headpiece.
I will. How do I make my screen come big, Robin? Oh, that's better. Yay! Hello, everybody.
Bye, Nan.
It's lovely to be back on a together evening. It's been far too long, and it's such a joy to be able to do some of my music, which includes a world exclusive lullaby that I've only written within the last month. But without further ado, let me introduce you to my lovely friend here, Zoe, who's going to wave, who's playing guitar for me, and he's holding his guitar up. And I've known Surya since he was about 18, haven't I?
Long time.
He's actually in the memoir. See if you can work it out. Which one he's in. I think there's a few photos actually.
There's at least one photo.
Yeah, with another good friend who is Steph Summer. But for now, we are going to do 3 tracks. Oh, I've got to describe myself. So yes, I have a very shiny sort of satin ruffle headdress on. It's kind of like all crumpled up together and runs across my head. My hair is very red. I have long straightish hair, a very blunt vintage fringe. I wear glasses with transparent frames, and I've got a bit of sort of Amy Winehouse eyeliner going on, pink lips. I'm pale skinned with a few freckles here and there. And I'm wearing a grey dress and a lovely piece of jewellery from a friend, which is like an Egyptian cat with lots of Egyptian iconography and gold and black and huge sort of lilac purple eyes, cat's eyes. So I'm just going to get Zared to describe himself. No headdress.
No headdress for me. Charity shop jumper, a grey scarf, thick black glasses, and scraggly hair that probably makes me look a bit like John Lennon in 1969. I'm here to subtract a tiny bit from the glamour of this evening.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
So the first track is called Kingdom for a Meaning, which is from my 1992 album. But this is a new version written for today's times.
Okay.
A kingdom for a meaning, I say. A kingdom for a meaning, I say. And all the while the blood we bleed still so spray. Where is now our home to just give us freedom to call our own? Too much profit, inflated greed, privilege runs by long sleeves. Hit the drum, my blood since birth, and the drum to hold our worth. And I've got my limits to hold our worth. Community and love must thrive, brings the strength to stay alive. Wrongs and woes, it seems the Queen is dead. Let's keep our faith and hope for friendship never fled. A kingdom for a meaning, I said. A kingdom for a meaning, I said. And all the while the blood I bleed still kingdom for a meaning, I say, a kingdom for a meaning, I say, and all the while the blood we need still turns away. Thank you. I should tell you, I've got my little gang in here, so they're all here and they're applauding us, which is very lovely. And apologies that I've completely messed up my lyrics. That's what you get for rewriting your own song. The next piece, yeah, I've got a sore throat. And the next piece is a one from the album again, without any kind of backing, a cappella. I think that's right, a cappella. And it's called Cat's Whiskers. Was this B? No, this is C, isn't it? I know, really. Delightfully excusable is what you'll always be, so refusing nothing in my melancholy. You'll do for something, you'll do very well for me. Tie me to the tracks and the train can run me down. I need you, please believe it, so don't let's fall to a sad life's lashing frown. Even as I hold myself, afraid now of the dark, clouds of shadowed misery might tease but soon depart. For you are held inside my thoughts and fears, and turn to warmth these small cold hands that catch all anxious tears. Curl up and clutch tranquility. You call me so romantically. Tug the thread that binds us through heart and flesh and head. These lonely days might bind us, but miss the grave and find a tender bed. Oh, everything in whispers. Let love hold high our hearts. Oh, the dear cat's whiskers, that's what you are. Oh, the dear cat's whiskers, that's what you are. Thank you. And they're a very short song, but it is a world exclusive. And I don't care what people think when I say this is a lullaby. It's a lullaby for Pixie, who is my beautiful child of fur and fight and claw, and you will hear. And it's time for me to attempt to play my dulcimer. child of claw, child of fur, I will rock you, I will rock you, I will rock you to a lullaby. La la, la la, la la, lullaby for Pixie. Love, unconditional, cross-species friendship. You, my child. Green-eyed child, black velvet child, I will rock you, I will rock you, I will rock you to a lullaby. La la, la la, la la, lullaby for Pixie, lullaby for Pixie, la la, lullaby. Thank you.
Thank you, Penny. Yes, amazing. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
And always delivering something different. So it's great. Just so we don't miss out on any of Sam's awesome musical talent, I'm going to introduce him without further ado, as we do need to close for 8. So, Sam, please just give a brief description of yourself and then sing away.
Bro. Okay then, so my name's Sam Draisey. A brief audio description, that's a new one for me. I have long curly hair and a beard, and I am I'm pale skin, and I'm wearing a guitar, and I have a t-shirt on of a band with one of my friends called the Bad Rats, who are very good if you like Irish music. And I'm gonna kick off. I'm gonna do 3 tunes, I think. So thanks you guys for having me. This first song is a song about not selling out, not giving up, about staying true to yourself. And from my point of view, it's about not writing cheesy pop songs, which is something I'm not very good at anyway. It's called Principle. Just another protest singer. To them, that's all I am. Another voice to be ignored. Just a whisper in the horde when things don't go to plan. Say they've seen a million like me, and it all goes the same way. By the time that I've grown up, I'll have stopped giving up, and I'll have less to say. And I'll disappear into nowhere, like all the others before. Or maybe I'll just stop giving the politics all up for a foot inside the door. 'Cause a man who stands for something may not live a long time, but when they stand there by his grave, talk about the choice he made, and they'll say at least he tried. For everything that I've done, for for every song that I have sung. I believed every word, and I won't stop as long as there's a message to be heard. If it's a choice between being famous or standing for something more, yeah, I don't need to take the time. I can look you in the eye, 'cause it's not a choice at all. Sure, a man who stands for something may not live a long time, but when they stand there by his grave, talk about the choice he made, they'll say at least he tried. When they stand there by my grave, talk about the choice I made, they'll say at least I tried. Thank you. Cool. Quick drink. Right. So, Robin mentioned earlier that yes, Saturday we welcomed into the world our third son, and he's doing very well, and so is his mum so far. Thank you all for congratulating me. I feel like I didn't really do most of the work, but I shall pass those congratulations on anyway to Mrs. Draisey. This is a song that I wrote before he was born, although I'm gonna dedicate it to him as well, because this is a song I wrote for my children. So it's for his brothers and him, and what I really want for them in this world and this life. And it's called Question Everything. When I was a kid, I was taught not to believe everything that you read, or trust everything that you see. It's what was expected of me, and it made me quite a cynical man. And I don't think that was part of the plan, but at least I hope my values can stand up to scrutiny. And now I have children of my own, and the one thing I want them to know, the only thing you should do without question is question everything. And it seems pretty obvious when you think that a reporter who's paid by the inch might feel like they have to print what they're told to. And who makes the money from the sales, and who takes no risks when it fails, and who never gets into jail no matter what they do. If you find yourself watching the news and you're not sure what is the truth, maybe it's time for you to choose to question everything. Well, I don't expect them to grow up to think like me, and maybe have more faith in all humanity. But at least I hope they're able to see the world for what it is. If we can raise our children to make up their own minds, and then maybe when they're what's left behind, this world will be a little more kind, moving forwards. And if they have children of their own, I hope that they want them to know that the only thing you should do without question is question everything. Thank you. Right then. I think I've got time for one more. Which, I'm feeling slightly sentimental today. I can't imagine why, 5 days after the birth of a child. So I'm going to play this as an older song of mine. Not that that matters to you guys who've never heard these before, but this is an older song of mine that I wrote with my wife, and I played the song at our wedding. So before I go, I should say I'm online in all the usual places. I sell CDs and stuff like that, and you can find them on my website. But back to the sentiment. This song's called Don't Forget. Thank you very much for listening. I'm gonna carry on planning, I'll plan my whole life. The VIP spot for you right next to me. And take it on together, make it last forever, we'll sure try. We'll come out smiling in the end, don't forget. There's always a place for you wherever I am. I'll keep you in mind along the way. All this time and distance, no, it will never stand between us. I'll wake up and fall asleep dreaming of you every day. Don't forget. And I know it's not easy when reminders are far behind. You're losing track of everything, that's right. And I know there's never been a better time to write a song for you. 'Cause when I write, I'm reminded of all those little things you do. Brings me home, back to home. There's always a place for you wherever I am. I'll keep you in mind along the way. All this time and distance, no, it will never stand between us. I'll wake up and fall asleep dreaming of you every day. Don't forget. I know it's not always easy, and memories fade with the passing of time. But I'll do all that I can to keep our lives alive, and you make sure that you know that you're mine. There's always a place for you wherever I am. I'll keep you in mind along the way. All this time and distance, no, it will never stand between us. I wake up and fall asleep dreaming of you every day. There's always a place for you wherever I am. I'll keep you in mind along the way. On this time and distance, no, it will never stand between us. I wake up and fall asleep dreaming of you every day. Don't forget. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Sam. Hoping you can hear us.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, brilliant. That was absolutely enchanting, Sam. Beautiful song. And really, really glad that I've been able to introduce you to the Together family. And you'll see it's not just humans. There's a lovely reference there. Joe's dog. So I will just pass over to Joe, Jude, even, sorry, to close for the evening. Thank you.
Thanks. I'd like to end with some brief thank yous, of course. Thanks to our funders, Arts Council England and Newham Council, who've together 2022 Disney History Month Festival possible. Thanks to our British Sign Language interpreter, Chris Burrow, and our captioner, Norma McKay. Thank my colleagues, Kate Rollison and Alison Marchant, for all of their hard work over the past few weeks, and indeed over the past year. Thanks to my PA, Emily Welch, who's provided invaluable support over the last two festivals. Thanks to the rest of the directors and our Community Advisory Board for everything they do to support the organisation, our team and our work. Thanks to our chair, Julie Newman. Thanks, of course, to our wonderful artists this evening, Joanne Cox, Penny Pepper, Sam Draisey and Robin Surgener, aka Angry Fish. And thanks to all of you for coming tonight, both on Zoom and on YouTube. We look forward to seeing you at the first of our new events programme next summer. So it only remains in the last minute for me to wish you a very happy holidays. And don't forget that our Free Clubs programme closes tomorrow and reopens on Monday, the 9th of January. We still have our Join In From Home programme on the website. And if you don't know about our free clubs and are interested, check out the website as well. That's www.together2012.org.uk. I'd just like to say another final thank you to Robin Surgener, aka Angry Fish, who's put this evening together. Robin has been a face at almost all of the end of festival parties, or indeed an opening event. I think of the 11 festivals, we've had Robin at least 9 of them. We've had Joanne in the past, we've had Penny in the past. It's wonderful to see you tonight, but also to welcome somebody who's, I'm sure, already very well known, but new to us, Sam Draisey. We love that set, Sam, too. So thank you all. And as it's exactly 8 o'clock, I will say a very good night.